Chris Godinez, licensed professional counselor, also the host of We Need to Talk on every Sunday at noon, and then I post this up to social media stuff everywhere. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The views and opinions stated herein are mine and mine alone. They do not represent the ACA, the APA, or any other therapist for that matter. Boom, shakalaka done. I'd like to thank my sponsor. Whoops, that shoulder. BetterHelp. BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. They're an online therapy company. They are international. So if you are in a country where you are having a hard time getting into a therapist, go to betterhelp.com/Chris Godinez, fill out the questionnaire, make sure you say specifically what you are looking for. They will place you with a master's level or PhD level therapist that can do international or in the United States in your state. So there it is. Thank you. BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. Okay, next question. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, the next question is, oh dear Lord, where did it go? There it is. How to deal with the narcissist taking your credit for anything you succeed in. Honey, they're going to. You kind of, okay. That's the story you can live with. Listen, they're going to, because how do I explain this? My dad would do that. So I would do something and he would be like, oh, it's all me. Oh, I trained her. I did this. I. And I'm just like, oh, go blow it out your ear, buddy. So they do. They're just going to. So if it's a family member, you ignore them. You gray rock. If it's somebody like a colleague trying to take credit for things that you have done, you're going to have to speak up. Maybe not to them, but you need to let people know. It's like, no, I did this, not that person, kind of thing. So it depends, honestly, on what the situation is. How to deal with the narcissist taking your credit for anything you succeed in. Well, okay, that sounds like a generalized, they're just going to take credit for everything. They're going to. It can never be because of you standing on your own 2 feet. It's always got to be because, they raised you and they made it so that you could, be fabulous. Oh, good God, look at my hair. Woohoo! Jump back. There we go. That's why I have this thing on, because it's otherwise going to be like, whoa! I let my hair grow out and it just takes over the universe, honestly. Anyway, what was I saying? So they take credit for everything. They absolutely... Why? They absolutely do. They absolutely take credit for literally everything. It's not okay for you to have your own success, because they've got to have had a hand in it. They can't reconcile that you could have possibly done something on your own without them. So if it's a family member, you just kind of gray rock, whatever. And let it go. If it's not a family member and it's somebody that is professionally trying to take credit for your stuff, no, you stand up and you be like, oh, hell no. This is mine. Thank you very much. Because they do that. You see those kind of narcissists in corporations all the time that try to take credit for something that somebody else did the hard work for. So, yes, they will absolutely do that. So the question you really need to be asking yourself is, why are you letting it get to you so badly? So there is that inner child thing of, but I did this, And so here's the thing. You're right. 100%. Your inner child is not wrong, but the inner child is looking for some sort of justice and some sort of acknowledgement. And you're never going to get that from a narcissist. Ever. Not on this or any other planet that has narcissists. I'm really truly hoping this is the only one in the universe that has narcissists. So, don't ruin it for the rest of us. Thank you. That's what they do. So you've got to be able to talk to your inner child and just be like, okay, how old am I when I'm wanting justice? Usually we're pretty young. We're usually like 3 to 6, maybe, in that area. And we've got this sense of, but, and you've got to just be like, no, little one, talking to them is not going to make a hill of beans difference. It's not. So that's the thing that I think frustrates so many survivors of abuse, and especially those new to surviving abuse, is that we come out of it and we want to be heard. That's really what it's about. We want to be acknowledged, we want to be validated, we want to be heard. And the narcissist is never going to do that. They're always going to snatch our victories from us if we allow it. And what I mean by that is that that little inner kid is somehow giving credence to the abuser, going, oh, well, it was me, it was me, it was me. It's like, you've got to be strong enough in your self-esteem to understand, no, you did this, you own this, you're the one that was successful, and they're just blowing hot air, and to let it go, because it's not ever going to change, even if you call them out. And this is what's so frustrating. We come out of these abusive relationships and we desperately want to just confront our abuser and let them have it and make them see how wrong they are. Nope, that doesn't work, guys. That would work with somebody who had an actual moral compass. These people do not have a moral compass. They are devoid of introspection. They're devoid of compassion. They're devoid of empathy. They don't care. You got to understand, if somebody is taking credit for your stuff, they don't care. Healthy, normal people don't do that. Healthy, normal people revel in other people's accomplishments. They don't get jealous. They don't get, they don't get angry. They don't get, oh, I'm going to take that. Hey, good job. That's fantastic, So you get happy for the other person, but narcissists don't. Narcissists are unwilling to put themselves into somebody else's shoes, to feel emotions. Oh my God. No, it just won't happen. So confronting them is not going to do any good. So really what's going on is your inner child is wanting to be validated, wanting to be heard, wanting to be acknowledged for your success. So you're going to have to be the one doing that. So that's called reparenting yourself. Mirror work like a boss. And this is how you're going to do it. Hi, good to see you. Have a great day. You know what? I see how successful you are. I see you. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Keep going. And then walk out. That is your little oomph for the morning. Validate yourself. You must reparent yourself. You are now going to have to become the parent that you never got. I know it sucks. And sometimes it's not just one parent. You have to be both parents. But, it's like, okay, in the morning, hi, good to see you. Have a great day. I'm so proud of you. I see your success. I see what you're doing. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Keep going. And then walk out. It's just that wonderful little kiss good morning, It really is. It's like a good parent when they come in to see their kids. They're excited to see their kids and they love to tell them what they're doing right. Bad parents love to tell them what they're doing wrong. You know what I mean? They do. So it's like that. It's, how do I explain this? It's like that wonderful good morning to yourself. It's like that little kiss good morning. Like, I see you. I get it. You've worked really hard. I'm super proud of you. That's awesome. Go be awesome. And then walk out. Kiss good morning. That's really what the mirror work is. It's like your own personal kiss good morning from the parent that you should have had. Does that make sense? So be that parent that you should have had. And the parent you should have had is unconditional love and, happy to see you and proud of you and, giving you credit and that kind of thing. So you're going to have to do it for yourself, unfortunately, which sucks because it's kind of like, oh, great, one more thing I have to do for myself. But you know what? We didn't get it from the parent we had because that parent was dysfunctional. So we get to be the parent we always wanted. Look at it that way. You get to be the parent you always wanted. So speak to yourself in the way that you wanted to be spoken to as a kid. And that's when I'm doing mirror work. That's what I'm doing. It's like that. I see you. I get you. Wow, I'm so proud of you. Good job. Keep going. I can't wait to see you again. Go have a great day, and then walk out. So that's what you're looking for. That's what you want to do when you're doing the mirror work. You're reparenting that little one inside that got all of their success taken away from them from some jackwagon of a parent that decided that they were going to take credit for everything. So you start working on that. And the funny thing of it is eventually, it does take a bit of time, but eventually you can see the absurdity of it. You can see the crazy, and you can recognize, you know what? It doesn't matter what they say. It really, truly does not. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you say to yourself. You know your accomplishments, you know what you're worth. And if you don't, work the Self Esteem Workbook by Glenn Schiraldi. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I don't keep pushing that just to hear myself talk. I do it because that workbook really does help get people in touch with their self esteem. And a lot of people, it's so funny. It's like I have clients, it's like they're like, poo, poo, poo. And then they finally do it. And they're like, I had no idea how low my self esteem was. And I'm like, yeah, I did. Yes, that's why I wanted you to work it, And then they start working it and they find themselves, which is just mind-blowingly beautiful. It is. And it's a good thing to do. So, Self-Esteem Workbook by Glenn Schiraldi. Get it, work it. Recognize your own value. So, here's one of the things you can do, and this is in that book too. Even though, nevertheless. So, even though my narcissist is taking credit for my success, nevertheless, I am successful. And I do know my own worth. And I do know that they're lying. It's not their success, it's mine. Even though, nevertheless. So it's in that workbook. Practice it. So get that and do that. All right, guys. Have a great Wednesday. You guys be good. Drink plenty of water. I will be back tomorrow with another question. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.